Bristol City are back in action and are back at Ashton Gate after 2 consecutive away games at Blackburn and Huddersfield. Here is how I think Bristol City will cope and play against a very good Sunderland side at the moment. Sunderland are the opposition at Ashton Gate, and I have got with me a Sunderland fan, Brown Slices, from Twitter, who has very kindly sent in a minute or so clip to give us the lowdown on the side from the northeast, who I'm sure are very confident going into this game at Ashton Gate. Thank you very much for the video. I have linked all of his Twitter down below. It is a very interesting follow, I have to admit. Thank you very much for the video, and here you are.
It's been a pretty hectic season for Sunderland so far, but obviously recently I had a stretch of 2 wins in 9 games. Those 2 wins were against pretty pedestrian teams as well, so even with the Southampton result and obviously the record last season, I think Mowbray had to get sacked, and that's a hard thing for a lot of non-Sunderland fans to hear. But if you'd been watching us, you'd know just wasn't good enough and he had to go. We've sacked him. The assistant Mike Dodds came in, revolutionised the club. There's been some minor tweaks, but those minor tweaks is what's been helping with, because Mowbray was refusing to change. Mike Dodds has come in, rotating players, changing the shape of the team. Willing to change with the game state, and we'll end up beating West Brom and Leeds back to back. It's brilliant, and that's breathed a lot of optimism back into the fan base, and especially into me. I was looking at the upcoming schedule, obviously West Brom and Leeds included, just going into the certain FA Cup tie in January, and just thinking, I can't see where we're winning a game or scoring a couple of goals around it like that. Mike Dodds came in, so looks a completely different team. Very inspired, gritty, but also dominating games as well. So that's why I think someone's going to run out 2-0 winners at the weekend. And also, last season, we scratched your back with the 2 years without a penalty. I think it was 2 years without a penalty. We gave you one, and that was the only, obviously, that was the equaliser in a 1-1 game. No striker has scored for Sunderland this season, unless you want to count Joe Bellingham. So it's time for you to scratch our backs. Give us a striker goal. We gave you a penalty, give us a striker goal, okay? That's all I'm going to say. But I think Sunderland 2-0.
Well, he seemed quite confident, didn't he? I am not, I have to say, from a Bristol City perspective, and I'm sure you can understand why Sunderland fans are confident as well, facing a Bristol City side who at the moment are a little bit fragile and a little bit weak on confidence under new guidance in Liam Manning. Well, it was another defeat in midweek. It was 1 win in 6 so far for Liam Manning in his start to his Bristol career, and that win was against a Middlesbrough side who have been very inconsistent on the road this season as well. So Bristol City will be hoping to capitalise on home advantage here, and in consecutive home games against 2 sides who are really battling it out to get into the top 6, that we can make something out of this. But at the moment, there's just not enough confidence in me to really back us. Before the midweek defeat, it was another 1-1 draw, this time at Huddersfield, and again it was a poor result against a side who are battling relegation at the moment, and where Bristol City realistically should be getting the 3 points. Well, Sunderland don't have a head coach at the moment after Tony Mowbray's sacking, so that might make for an interesting call. However, there has been very strong links with Michael Beale, who is now apparently set to be announced as Sunderland manager, and he will be watching, so he won't actually have any impact on the game. But maybe this is a farewell to Mike Dodds, who has been very popular amongst the Sunderland squad at the moment, so Bristol will have to be wary of that extra motivation play into this game as well. In midweek, it was another game where Bristol City took time to get going and didn't really cause Blackburn too many problems in that first half, and Blackburn's clinical counter-attack and Sonny Smollett and Arnold Sigurdsson and Andrew Moran really took advantage of that, and Bristol City couldn't cope with that period. And unfortunately for us, we have to make sure we really start making good starts, because that's been a bit of a pattern under Liam Manning. From the game against QPR to Middlesbrough to Norwich, we've started both halves really quite poorly, and that's ultimately against the quality we're facing in the next 2 games in particular. That's going to cost us if we're not careful, because Sunderland have got real quality going forward. Jack Clarke, Joe Bellingham, Patrick Roberts. I know, as Sunderland fan mentioned, they haven't scored with a striker so far, but they still have quality in other areas off the front off the front number 9. So Bristol City have to be very varied so they don't crumble quite easily like they did at Ewood Park. The confidence is quite low within the fan base and presumably even the squad at the moment. Liam Manning is got things moving somewhat in the right direction in terms of pattern of play, but the results have just not been there to back that up. And Bristol City ultimately have been struggling a little bit under Manning's tenure so far. Hopefully, get into the Christmas spirit, really turn that up at home against a fairly good Sunderland side. So, from a Bristol City perspective, you'd hope for a fast start, some more progressions in terms of the pattern of play, and really start causing the opposition a few more problems than we have been doing recently. Well, in midweek, Mark Sykes and Jason Knight both came off a little bit early, and presumably they were being rested for this game against Sunderland, which is, again, short notice and quick turnaround during this time of year. So I'll go with Max in goal, a back 4 of Tanner, Viner, Dickey, Pring, back 4. I say back 4, but we are a back 3 in possession. Jason Knight, Matty James, and Taylor Gardner-Hickman in midfield. It just has to be. I know Joe Williams was okay against Blackburn. He wasn't really particularly great. He was much better against Huddersfield, but Taylor Gardner-Hickman made such a difference when he came on, and that step on quality just isn't matched by Joe Williams at the moment. Off the left, I would love to see Anthony Metty start, but it will probably be Andy Vyman, given that he was rested against Blackburn in midweek and was quite good against Huddersfield, actually. Tommy Conway up top and Mark Sykes off the right. So let me know your team down in the comment section down below. Well, we know Bristol City and we know what we expect from them. There will be a possession-based side. It'll be quite patient. It will hopefully be trying to, break Sunderland down just by fatiguing them, really. Sunderland, despite their 2 good recent wins, they've both been at the Stadium of Light, so maybe there's that psychological effect, making the long journey down, and then, maybe their away form is, a little bit tainted, but their away form, even without that, has been reasonably good in the past couple of years. So, from Bristol's perspective, early pressure, hopefully an early goal, really kind of shatter that confidence and just rattle Sunderland a little bit, and they'll bring a big following, I'm sure, down to Ashton Gate as well. So hopefully Sunderland stand quite early on and then, move from there. But we'll be hoping for a quick start, impose our pattern of play quite early and really just make sure we are on top and take advantage of our chances, because we need to, and we need to start creating some more high quality chances with all the possession and territory we've been having under Manning so far. Hopefully that's the case this game, and hopefully this is the one where it all clicks into place and we start moving in the right direction for once under Manning. Saying that, I don't think it will particularly happen, because I think Sunderland are a very good side as well. So I think what will happen is we'll have a lot of possession, not really do much with it, and Sunderland will hit us on the counter-attack with Bellingham, Clark, Roberts, Barr, whoever it is up top, Burstow, Russin, Semedo, is it? Whoever it is up top, I think they will get the better of us, I'm afraid. And despite that, I don't think anything on Liam Manning at all. I think this is just a work in progress, and unfortunately some moment are in a very decent nick, and we'll be hoping to give Mike Dott a bit of a good send-off as well and make it a perfect record for him, actually. So given that, I think we'll put some early pressure. We might take the lead. I think we'll lose 3-1. That's my score prediction. Let me know your score prediction down in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching this match preview. It's been a bit of a weird one because I've been really hyped up and amped up, but all come crashing down to earth because it's Bristol City at the end of the day. We're not going to do much. But this is all a work in progress. Give Liam Manning time and all of that. Thank you very much for watching this match preview. Hit like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Annie Harris Football Channel for more Bristol City content in the future. And I will see you at Ashton Gate tomorrow to watch Bristol City and Sunderland. Thank you very much for watching.